this girl was only 13, surrounded by big billboards and YouTube ads, showcasing flawless faces in glossy magazines and on social media. Perfect skin, no acne, rosy lips, and trendy clothes labeled as cool. It felt as if she was staring at a living doll. By 14, she started purchasing these products, convinced that they held the secret to perfection. She started applying numerous skincare items, aspiring to achieve that glass-like skin, only to end up in breakouts, which were later covered with layers of foundation. By 15, she started purchasing fashionable items from her own pocket money, from online websites and apps. She even begged her parents to buy her new clothes, which she did not even need. Now, growing up, surrounded by technology, the expectations set by brands consistently made the girl question her self-worth. The filtered, edited images set by big influencer brands made her develop this desire to transform into some perfect image. It always seemed as if that these products were the key to perfection, which unlocks everything you want, everything you need, and creates this craving, this urge to buy more of their products. Now at age 16, this girl stands before you, uncovering this illusion where we all are perfectly trapped. So brace yourself, as this revelation could reshape your perspective. Have you ever found yourself way past bedtime just scrolling through stuff online? I've been there, probably more times than I would like to admit. So there's this one night, it's super late and everyone's fast asleep. And it's one of those nights where I'm left alone with my thoughts and tempting online deals. Out of nowhere, bam, there's this deal shouting, limited time, buy now. And I'm feeling this urge, like I'm about to miss out, or should I say FOMO, the fear of missing out. But how did we get here? By the words of Cambridge University, the meaning of conditioning means the training or influencing of someone's mind into making them do or expect certain things without really thinking about it. We all have needs: food, water, shelter, clothing. They all are basic necessities which we require to live. But wants, they go beyond our necessities. They're shaped by personal desires and societal norms for a better life. Advertisements often blur this line, convincing us that wants are actually our needs. They advertise their products and create stories linking to our aspirations for success, status, or connections. It's important to know the difference. All this while our minds have been secretly conditioned by these short ads everywhere. Are we trapped? Well, welcome to the landscape of advertising, a realm where manipulation is an art form. Here, everything was new to me. Everything that I saw was true to me. This is the place where the worlds of advertising, messaging, branding, and media all come together into one. This is what my skincare routine consisted of before YouTube. A simple face wash along with sunscreen. Now, this is what my skincare routine consists of after the entry of YouTube in my life. There is hyaluronic acid, pimple patches, skin whitening creams, toners, serums, moisturizers, and whatnot. Yes, to all the guys listening to this may sound confusing, but this is the new normal. Industries thrive on our insecurities. Want a slimmer body? Eat these low-calorie, no-sugar confects. Want to feel more confident? Wear these fashionable clothes which will go out of trend within a month. Want to grow taller? Drink this powder, which is basically just flavored sugar. And yes, I fell for this trap. I've been drinking this powder since age 7 and I'm still considered a midget. Well, this is not about what we want. This is about what they want us to buy. They advertise the same products as something new, something different, which we immediately need. This sort of manipulation extends beyond our desires. It's like a crafted narrative, guiding our choices. Honestly, it feels like we're stuck in a fairy tale, written by marketers. Picture this, a princess thinking she needs to be perfect and flawless, and a prince believing that success is all about owning fancy gadgets. But shh, they do not know that they are caught in a trap where desires are pretended to be needed. But hey, it does not have to be like this. We just have to be more awake, not by drinking coffee or chai, but by being more aware and understanding what we really want versus what we really need. It's time for us to write, for us, but in real time. We have the power to change the world. We can make our own decisions. Nobody knows you as you know yourself. So why let anyone decide what's good for you? Become a conscious consumer. Demand transparency. Redefine authenticity. Our desire for perfection often shapes our thoughts, but our choices, they have the power to shape our mind. So, I leave you with this one question. Is your mind truly your own? Thank you.